Good day, week 2 of CS442. Taking a quick look at the schedule, that means that you should now be finished reading Module 1 and have started reading Module 2. No assignments until the 4th week. So at this point, you have hopefully taken a bit of a dive into Smalltalk and OCaml. You've seen that those are very, very different programming languages, and if you thought you had used object-oriented programming languages before and suddenly jumped into Smalltalk, I'll bet you're thinking, oh, I hadn't used object-oriented programming languages before. I'd never seen an object-oriented programming language. This is an object-oriented programming language. And similarly for OCaml, if the most you've seen of functional programming was Scheme, Racket, then you're probably seeing a very, very different view on it in OCaml. Both are great fun. I think you can enjoy using those languages. Again, that doesn't mean that I think that they should be the language everybody uses forever. If you want to use them, then that's fine. They're fine languages. They do their job. But they are good examples of functional and object-oriented programming. Smalltalk quite extreme on the object-oriented programming. Module 1's a bit of an outlier. Module 1 was just that introduction to those programming languages because that's what you're going to be using, and a little bit of background on what this course is going to be. In Module 2, we start the actual course material. Now, a lot of you have already read Module 2. You are way, way ahead of me, so that's great. You've already made plenty of progress. There are a couple little errors that I need to note in Module 2. As people have told me things, I've been making fixes. Remember, first time teaching this course, first time teaching it online, so things are coming together last minute sometime. Most of the problems with Module 2 were just grammar errors, typos, that kind of thing. But there were two particular issues I want to bring your attention to, just in case you already read Module 2. Firstly, example 12 here. Previously had a typo, and this said lambda x.x applied to lambda x.x rather than lambda x.xx applied to lambda x.xx, which would be rather pointless, and some students went, where the heck did this extra x come from, huh? Yeah, this was supposed to look like it now does, so if you saw that example before and were confused, yeah, there was a typo. And the other important one was down here in adding 2 plus 3 in church numerals. There had been a spare lambda n dot hanging around that had just, we'd forgotten to substitute it out from this lambda n, and it kept floating through, even though it wasn't actually part of the reduction anymore. So if you got confused by how we did some steps there, well, that's what happened. At this point, Module 2 ought to be fairly fixed, we hope. A lot of people have looked at it now, so hooray. Module 3 should also be totally ready. You don't need Module 3 yet. Module 3 is for next week. Module 4 is for the week after that. A little bit of honesty, I had hoped to have Module 4 in last week. That didn't happen. I have a somewhat preliminary version of Module 4 now. So you should be able to see Module 4 now. It is on the course website. It's not perfect, and I haven't put any videos into it yet. Yeah, it's just time. I want to say, I'm hoping I will sort of catch up with where I had actually intended to be in the modules, because Module 5 spans reading week, and so once I get Module 5, then there's a little bit of breathing room. So I will hopefully catch up to where I had intended to be, but certainly you have everything that you need by the course schedule. You got Module 1, 2, and 3. This week, you can just read Module 2. If you want to read ahead, you absolutely can. Up to Module 4 is there, but I haven't added any videos, and so, you know, it might be a bit better if you wait. Modules 1, 2, 3, and 4 are available. Also, if you want to get comfortable with OCaml and Smalltalk, the best way is to do Assignment 1. It only needs Module 1. You don't need any content from Modules 2, 3, or 4 to do Assignment 1. It's just OCaml and Smalltalk. So you probably should do that to make sure that you're comfortable with the languages. Better to discover that you're having trouble with the languages now rather than later. Thank you for watching. See you next week.